What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back for another week of the Pokemon Battle League. We're in week 2, and we are battling Samuel, running the Backstreet Littens. And we are coming off a pretty crushing defeat last time. If you didn't watch that battle, I suggest you go do so, because it was pretty interesting. There were some kind of crazy things that went on, but things ultimately did not go our way. I want to thank everybody that has been supporting so far the Philadelphia Phantumps. A lot of support on the last video. Of course, there were some couch coaches that, you know, that's what it is when you post a loss. People love to jump on every single play that you make and that kind of thing. But for the most part, everybody was very, very supportive, and I'm very, very thankful for that. So hopefully I can bounce back and we can get a victory today. But let's see what we got. He's not bringing the Magna Zone. What? If you guys watched the team building video, which you should to know what is on my team here. Yeah, I spent like 20 minutes talking about how Magna Zone is such a problem to my team, and a lot of these Pokemon have EVs that are that were built around Magna Zone. So to see him not have it here, it's kind of strange. He also does have the Aggron. I did not want to see that Aggron either, just in general, steel types, not really my friend. Not really my friend, because I have a lot of flying types, of course. So I think I was not planning on leading with Sarah. Actually, going into this battle, I was planning on just leading Magneton, because he has no switch-ins to Volt Switch. Everything will take a solid chunk of damage. He has no switch-ins to Magneton. That's just, he has to predict every single time that it comes in. But I'm actually going to lead off with Garchomp, because the only thing that would be bad for me is if he were to lead Starmie, and I do have Articuno that is built around Starmie, or built to handle Starmie. So yeah, if he leads Starmie, I'm just going to go straight into Articuno. So we'll see. We're going to see if we can get rocks up. And he's going to lead off with the Dongo, which is a pretty solid nickname. 10 out of 10 for this Aggron. And the question is, do I want to EQ this, or do I want to just set up Stealth Rocks? He's leading off with it, though. Is he really sturdy? I'm going to Earthquake. I really hope this is not sturdy. There's no way he brought Rocks Aggron. Like, I have so many Taunt users. I have Defog users. I have an Espeon. Why would you bring Rocks Aggron? He is sturdy. He's Rocks. He's going to use Stealth Rock this turn. After all that time I spent saying there's no way in the world that he doesn't bring Magna Zone. There's no way in the world he does not bring, or there's no way that he does bring Rocks Aggron. This is what we have. Not really a good start, because I have no way to get rid of Stealth Rock. So Articuno and Talonflame are in trouble. I guess that was a mistake on my part. And he has Custap Berry Blizzard, and he misses as we get up Stealth Rocks for free. Okay, this game is moving too quick. This is moving too quick. I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw here in case he wants to get cheeky and try to switch in that Gengar, but he ends up not going for that. I'd be willing to bet that he had enough EVs to be able to at least, like, have a roll on KOing Garchomp. So that miss, I'm pretty sure mattered, because I am offensive, and I would bet money that his EVs are tailored around that. He must have just expected me to want to lead Garchomp, or start with Magneton and Volt Switch into Garchomp, which is pretty solid. That sucks. That sucks. I also finished saying, not that long ago, I was tweeting about how it's physically impossible for me to hack someone on Wi-Fi, because it never happens. I usually get all of the hacks against me in Wi-Fi, and then like on Showdown and Battle Spot, I tend to get more of my hacks there. Things are turning around. Things are turning around. So that really is going to impact the battle. Although I don't know if it's going to impact it as much as having Stealth Rock up. At least we have our Stealth Rocks up as well, and I don't know that he'll get a chance to spin with that Starmie. But now we're stuck with kind of an interesting situation where he's trying to bluff the Scarf, or he's trying to force me out with a Scarf. I can Oko him as long as he's not defensive with Earthquake, and I would think he's trying to force me out with a Moonblast. So I think he's going to double. I think he's going to double into maybe Combuskin and try to set up here, or Drapion. So yeah, he is going to double. So I stayed into Earthquake, And he goes out into, what is this? Zuko the Combuskin. Okay, so this is perfect because this is gone. Even if it's Focus Sash, obviously that sash is broken thanks to the Stealth Rocks. And that is amazing because that speed boost plus the Baton Pass, you know, that could easily create a win condition. Yeah, it's like a backup win condition by itself, but it can also pass into other things. And could especially make that Drapion pretty dangerous. But he's going to go out into Poe, which is a great name. I love these nicknames. Samuel, your nickname game is on point, my friend. On point, my friend. So now I think we might want to switch out. We could go out into Magneton. I don't... Is he going to Shadow Ball, though? That's the thing. We could just go out right into Skuntank. But what I don't want to happen is I don't want him to Will-O-Wisp on the switch. And then I waste my Lumberry. Because then I will not be able to Pursuit Trap this as effectively. His chances are he probably will hit both of those Will-O-Wisps. And I don't want to do that. I want to save that because he's got the Starmie too that I definitely want to Pursuit Trap. Skuntank is going to be vital in this game. And that might actually be a win condition because half his team is quite weak to Pursuit. But I'm going to make the play into Magneton here. And I don't know that he's going to go for Sludge Bomb. He's going to go for the Icy Wind, actually. I figured if anything, he's not going for Focus Blast. And that does so much damage because he gets a critical hit. Is that Specs Gengar? That did a lot even with a crit. I mean, I'm not Eviolite. But still, that did so much. That did so much. I don't like that. I do not like that. But I do outspeed this unless it is Scarf. But judging by that damage, I do not think it is. I don't know what this Gengar is, to be honest. I only say Specs because it almost in half with a crit. And it's like base 55 power Icy Wind. So, we could just be free to go for the Volt Switch here. His only switch into Flash Cannon at this point, with the Combuskin gone, would be the Starmie, and that is not switching into Magneton. That would be really, really unnecessarily risky. Although it was quite risky to switch in his Combuskin on Garchomp as well. But he was kind of put in a position where he had to try to make a play to get the momentum back because of the fact that that Blizzard missed. And at that point, you know, he had no damage off on Garchomp. He already lost a Pokemon. I had Rocks up. So he kind of needed to make a play there. And so I don't blame him at all. He's going to switch out here as he's going to go into Cancer. Cancer the Drapion. Alrighty then, as he's going to take the Rocks damage. And I'm actually going to pull the switch here, not go for the Volt Switch, as we're going to go into Articuno. Kind of thought that he might try to pull that switch into Starmie, even though that is risky. But at the same time, Articuno is probably the least useful member on my team because I don't think that Starmie is going to be Scarf. I really don't. I don't think it is. I mean, every time I've said so far that I don't think something is something, it is that thing that I don't think it is. So, is anything real? Is anything true? I don't know. Switching out here would suck because I'd be at like 10% coming back in. But yeah, I should probably either just Roost here or go for the Freeze Dry to get some damage off. At this point, if I can get in my Venomoth and set up a Quiver Dance, it's pretty much over. He has no Sleep Fodder either. It would have to be Starmie with the Natural Cure. And after a Quiver Dance, I should outspeed that unless he is bringing Scarf for that very reason. I'm going to Roost here and see what this is going to do, as he's going to pull out the Night Slash, actually. And he gets a critical hit. Another critical hit. So Articuno is gone. It doesn't get to do anything, which really stinks. Really stinks. But like I said, it was easily the most useless Pokemon on my team right now, looking at what he has left. It could potentially be useful for that Gardevoir. But Gardevoir could be carrying Thunderbolt if it is Scarf. And, I mean, Gengar could be carrying Thunderbolt, I guess. I guess. So at this point, I don't know what this is. I don't know what the item is on this thing. It could be like Lumberry Swords Dance. Well, he might not be Swords Dance because he has Combuskin. This could be like the Baton Pass recipient. That could be a thing. I'm going to go into Magneton here. gonna see if I can either just get some damage off on this or force him out. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna Volt Switch. Obviously not going to lock myself into Thunderbolt or Flash Cannon because he will kill me. He might just fire off the Earthquake here, which again would be risky because if I go into Talonflame, he loses all kinds of momentum. He has no switch-ins to Talonflame at all. Yeah, Talonflame just poops on the rest of his team, to be honest. So that Volt Switch does a lot of damage. And it's actually looking like Acrobatics might kill without a boost. Drapion does have pretty solid defenses. So the good mid-ground play here might be to go into Garchomp, especially because Combusken and Aggron are dead. He's got this Drapion, Gengar, Starmie, and Gardevoir left. Sarah does not really do much against any of those. It gets outsped and destroyed by Starmie's Ice Beam. I think that Gardevoir is Scarfed, so we lose to that as well. And Gengar outspeeds us, and we already saw that it has Icy Wind. So it's looking like Garchomp is the play here. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to take this Earthquake, and it's not going to be doing that much, I don't believe. No, that really did not do much at all. This is offensive Chomp, too. Garchomp is just so good. It is so, so good. So now we can just fire off probably a Dragon Claw here. Again, in case that Gengar comes in, because I don't want that coming in for free. I don't know if it has Will-O-Wisp, but I know it has the Icy Wind. I don't want that coming in for free. I think Dragon Claw will kill from here. Judging by how much that Volt Switch did, I don't think this thing has any investment in its HP, or if it does, it's very minimal. So he's going to leave the Drapion in to go down to that Dragon Claw, and I'm guessing Gardevoir will come out now? No, it's going to be the Starmie, okay. Okay, we're going to see the Starmie, and he can if he wants to spin here, but I don't know what that would really gain him. Everything has taken Stealth Rock damage, so it's not like he has anything to preserve, you know, as far as Focus Sashes or Sturdies. And at this point, Skuntank just wins the game. He's got the Gardevoir left, which has to take Rocks coming back in. It has Poop defenses, so I can either Pursuit Trap that if it's locked into Psychic, as we're going to dodge that Hydro Pump and fire off an Earthquake, which might kill, as he's going to live with, like, no HP. We did not get the roll that we needed there, but we did get the miss. I don't know if Hydro Pump will kill. I guess it would It would depend on what his item was or is. That does actually kill because he gets another critical hit. That's 3 critical hits. So at this point, it's like we can go into either Magneton or Skuntank here. Skuntank pretty much just wins the game. Although we might have to take damage if he were to decide to switch. We could go into Talonflame. But anyway, at this point, it's like he's missing half his moves and critting the other half. So I don't know if that, like, that evens out or what. But we can go into Talonflame here. Skuntank is the win condition at this point. And so I'm not even going to go out into it because I don't think he has anything to set up with. And everything has bad defense. Gengar does not take physical attacks well. Neither does Gardevoir. And like I said, they both have to take the extra Rocks damage coming in. So if Talonflame goes down, we go into Skuntank and the game is over. So I really need to hope this is Scarf. He's going to trace the Gale Wings, which if he's packing Brave Bird, I guess could be a problem. But chances are he does not have that. So we can just click Acrobatics again, I suppose, and see how much that does. That might kill, to be honest. Gardevoir has absolute garbage physical defense. If this is offensive, it will get wrecked by an Acrobatics. For sure. For sure. And we still have Venomoth too, although Venomoth is probably only going to survive a hit from the Gengar. Yeah, he's in kind of a predicament here. If he is Scarf, like what I think he is, he needs to pick a move to lock himself into. If he picks a Moonblast, that will not kill Talonflame. There's no way, so he would have to go for the Psychic move, I would think. We can Roost here. Kind of want to Roost to see what he's going to lock himself into. Let's do that. Let's do that and see if he will lock himself into the Moonblast. And if he does, we can set up and win right now, as he is actually going to lock himself into the Psychic. I mean, unless he's not Scarf, or Specs. I'm pretty sure he's Choice, though. I really, really am. So at this point, I could pull the switch into Skuntank, but then Talonflame would be dead, coming back in. And there's really no reason to do that. So our best play in that position would be to just click Acrobatics and get off as much damage as possible, potentially killing this thing, and it looks like he's going to get another roll that he needs, and survives with like 2.5 HP. And finish off our Talonflame here with a Psychic. So that's a couple of rolls he got there, surviving with like no HP. That's interesting. That is interesting. Even more interesting if he had like a specific number of HP EVs. Because they paid off if that's the case. If that is the case. Now we just go into Skuntank here and we can click Sucker Punch. I don't know why he would want to switch out. Except, I mean, maybe to stall out Sucker Punches. That might be his only chance to win. In fact, it probably is. So he is probably going to try to switch as he does. And then he can fodder off the Gardevoir to burn another turn of Sucker Punches. So Gengar is going to take the Rocks damage. Sucker Punch is going to do nothing. And at this point, I really don't have anything to lose by just clicking Pursuit, because I think he's going to try to switch again to fodder off that Gardevoir to the Rocks, burn another turn of Sucker Punch, maybe trying to get me to not click Sucker Punch. I don't know what he has to hit me with. I hear sirens. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But he does try to switch, and that is a dead Poe/Gengar. And the Gardevoir is going to go down due to the Stealth Rocks. And that is going to be a victory for us. So we are going to go to 1-1 on the, I was going to say series, but the season. That was the correct word that I was looking for. We are 1-1 on the season. Great battle, Samuel. Love the nicknames. Pretty cool sets as well. I'm kind of interested to talk to you afterwards and check out the comment section when this video does go up to see what exactly you were running and everything, because that is always a fun time. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Make sure if you see Samuel in the comment section below, you give him a GG and all of that stuff. And I will see you guys next Monday for the next team building video. We're going to be going up against Mike next time. So that'll be lots of fun, and I'm sure that'll be a close battle as well. So that's all I have to say. I will see you all next time, but until then, game on.